Okay, so we got a meatball. I was playtesting this last night. It was actually pretty good. So the big ideas here are this is a collected company value mid-range deck with a 2-card combo. That 2-card combo is Goblin Engineer, Greasefang. And what's really cool about this list is you can just Coco into both of them and and go nuts. One thing I'm kind of not sure about is Ragavan versus just playing all the dorks. Ragavan worse in a deck like this without creature removal. Like the mana generation, very relevant in this like more combo focused deck. That's something I'm not so sure on. Then you also have Unearth to buy back either Engineer or Greasefang very quickly, very efficiently. Satyr Wayfinder to mill these cards over. Seasoned Pyromancer to discard your Parhelions. And then Goblin Engineer also has a couple of other interesting targets, which can both be hit off of Collected Company and be unearthed. Spellskite and Breya's Apprentice. Breya's Apprentice specifically is like just kind of a nice, if you have Unearth in your hand and Engineer, and you don't feel like you're going to be going for the Parhelion combo, just like grabbing Breya's Apprentice, unearthing it, getting some value has been pretty cool. I'm playing one Gnaw to the Bone in the sideboard for the burn matchup. I don't know how necessary that is. But I thought it was fine. Yeah, yesterday I was playing 22 lands yesterday, but with the Satyr Wayfinders, it just felt like way too many. And then like the 8-mana dorks. So I wanted to go down to 20, playing one Wrenn and Six, which is also kind of like a land. And then like the second Grist. We have 28 hits for company, which is pretty good. Or we're not really activating Engineer much. No, you're mostly treating Engineer as a combo piece. Although one good thing with Engineer is like if you need to Parhelion twice, you can sack your Parhelion to Engineer sometimes and reset it for Greasefang. But it's mostly just like a tutor effect that puts a body into play that blocks Ragavan, you know? Okay, so let me get this in the stream deck here. Yeah, so I was kind of planning on playing this tomorrow, but that's what I'm feeling right now. Thoughts on Eldritch Evolutions I wanted to for curving Engineer into Greasefang. That's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. I don't think I'm gonna. It's hard to fit it in with the Unearths and the Cocos and the Parhelions, though. I don't know how. You can tell me how to fit it in while maintaining your Coco hit count, but it's not a bad idea. 14 card sideboard. Oh, sorry. There should be 2 Grist in here or 2 Gnaw to the Bones. Wasn't sure. I think Burn seems like it's gonna be just so tough. Yeah, just dodging Burn is fine. Also, I agree. I want 3 Grist at least for the Murktide matchup. I would kind of like the 4th. I would kind of like the 4th Grist against 4 color too. We'll play the 4th Grist, I think. I don't have one in my collection, do I? No. Play Asvil's for Burn? Yes, play this 12-card package for Burn in your Coco deck. It's on Stream Decker. I just put it on Stream Decker. It's a pretty interesting list. I had a lot of fun playtesting it last night. It definitely felt powerful. The ability to just Coco into Greasefang Engineer is crazy. And so, you know, a lot. And like, what's cool about this deck is that if your opponent's like overloading on Graveyard Hate against you, like you're just like a Collected Company deck with Grist, Seasoned Pyromancer, Endurance. You know, you have a lot of like power to just play against them. Although like losing Ragavan hurts that game plan some. So Magus the Moon in the sideboard. I'm playing Fulminator Mage instead of Magus. I usually choose to play Fulminator instead of Magus when my mana's not very good for Magus, which this deck definitely isn't. And then also when I have Unearth, I like Fulminator a lot. Okay, well we can jump into it, huh? How did I land on Liberator over other options? I mean, in your Collected Company Unearth deck, when you want a sideboard card for Hammer Time, you're either going to be playing Liberator for value, or you're going to be playing Force of Vigor as for more power. I just kind of decided to play the Liberators. Maybe a split is better, like 3 Liberator, 2 Force or something. But like the reality is, like this is a new brew, and my sideboard is not fully hammered out. Is the truth. Gavin, 14, playing against Yorion today. With a very good hand. Hopefully they don't have Wrenn and Six for my bird, though. Let's run the draw. Greasefang is boltable. Yeah, that's a great point. The Greasefang's boltable. Although, you know, we've got, you know, a lot of Unearths and stuff. We have Spellskite. I don't know. I just want to test the matchup before deciding to play all these. Not Feed the Swarm. Feed the Swarm? No. Gnaw to the Bone. 1-2 March over the Relentless Side. I mean, I don't know why you'd play March over Prismatic Ending or many other cards, so you could let me know what you like, what that's about. But like, if it's for Urza Saga, we have Outland Liberator, Force or better. I think you know, almost always want the more mana efficient ending in a combo deck like this too. Yeah, it's also a Coco deck, so you just always have to keep that in mind. Like, the majority of suggestions so far have been cards that don't work with Coco Unearth that well. But Crypt Incursion, don't you know you want the one that doesn't exile the cards from your own yard, right? You want, and it flashes back. Okay. Utopia's probably on white. This could be Enchantress. So I'm glad I just added all those Force of Vigors, I guess. I was going to fetch Stomping Ground, so I'll just play it here. You will live. Birds of Paradise, you're going to live. It does look like Enchantress. So if they have Blood Moon, maybe... I mean, turn 2 Blood Moon would be scary, but actually not unbeatable because we have the bird. We can just go... We can go Seasoned Pyromancer into... No! Seasoned Pyromancer into Coco. Would they plus? They must have, like, Antonice. Okay, I don't know, dude. Let me get a Swamp. They didn't minus on this freaking Birds of Paradise. I think I just want the tokens here. What is going on? Maybe they're Niv? No, I don't know. Really looks like Enchantress. Could be, yeah, could be Niv though. Might have been time to take Grist minus on the Wrenn. I mean, I don't think you're ever supposed to do that here. Okay. Kill the bird. Greasefang off the top would be Justice. Like the new deck. I like it too. I think it's pretty interesting. I've had it in my drafts for a long time. This was like I can't remember when I started to work on this actually. Okay, they build over Grist. Grist would have been good, I guess, to kill the Tibble too. I didn't really see this coming. What can I say? Let's just get Sacred Foundry. My mana should be pretty good. I should probably just discard both fetches, right? Just gonna need double green. I'll keep a green fetch. Okay, and then let's kill the Wrenn and Six, and then just deal my opponent 1. Wargate. They're playing Wargate. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, but so I've had this deck in my drafts for a long time. I was like pretty stuck on it. I always felt like it was kind of close, and I think it was like me playing a lot more Collected Company with like the Jund Collected Company deck, the Bant one, obviously. I think helped reframe my mindset a little bit about this list. Daniel, thank you for the 6 months. Did I miss some subscriptions? I may have missed RNTA and Gavin and Solus. I like 50-50 to get them or not. Either way, thank you. What's my favorite musical? I don't know. I really like, you know, Les Mis and Hamilton because I'm kind of, you know, a basic bitch. Okay, so they have Wargate, Beseiju, which I don't think they can channel. What are they? Is this Tamashi combo? Like 80 card Tamashi combo with Bring to Light? No, probably not, right? There's Wargate for 3. Ensnaring Bridge. I can beat Ensnaring Bridge. I still don't know what's going on, really. Okay, Okay, so we go attack like this. Get Blood Crypt. Unearth Grist. Kill Tybalt. Unearth Seasoned Pyromancer. Discarding the company stinks, but I think I just want like as many tokens in play as possible while I can still attack through the bridge potentially. Got space for traverse? I don't think so. I mean, again, like every suggestion so far has just been like card that doesn't work with Unearth and company, and like when you're playing Unearth Coco, you just have so little room for cards like this. Yeah, the Ensnaring Bridge is so weird. You can't even bring to light for Ensnaring Bridge. I just like don't know what's going on. Is Grimflayer playable here? As a general rule of thumb, if you're looking to like, if you're thinking of Grimflayer as a puzzle piece and you're trying to figure out does it fit in your modern deck, the answer is no. I think I can't remember the last time I thought Grimflayer was a playable modern card. It's just like been so outclassed. Yeah, you can play it in Pioneer. It's not like amazing there, but it's somewhat playable there. Potential with it in the Hexproof Cycler. Did I say Grimflayer? The Hexproof Cycler? No, not Grimflayer. I was the Delve card, the Delve Flayer, the Delve card. That one. The Soul Flayer, not Grimflayer. Imperial Recruiter for the Breyas. The Breya's Apprentice is a Goblin Engineer target. Imperial Recruiter also like doesn't get Greasefang. I don't know why you would ever want to play it here, but it's an engineer target, so you could engineer for something to like Unearth for value, which I think is good. In a deck playing 4 engineer, 4 Unearth. Yeah, opponent is deep in the tank. I would play a Besage over Breya's Apprentice. I promise you the Breya's Apprentice has been good so far, but you are free to fire up a league with the Besage over the Apprentice and have like 1 too few collected company hits. Love to see them casting Iteration here. It's gonna be really good for me. They are force a pre-verdict deck, by the way. I mean, maybe. Like, do you have a list? I don't know what's going on over here. It's kind of quiet. I can try to turn the mic up. I know I'm actually maxed out. I think. Is this any better? Is this any better? Test. Okay, Grazer's obnoxiously good. 2 cards in hand. Search for tomorrow. Okay. Look up Scape Shift. Okay. Hold on. So I can attack for 4. They block 1 of this. Take 3. Let's see if Spyro changes anything. Almost definitely not though. 2 Greasefangs. Not super relevant with the bridge in play, obviously. So next turn I can kill the Grazer if I want to. I can also wait a little bit, but the Hierarch is able to get through. It's probably better to just try to ultimate this. We'll see what happens. Okay. Escape, shift. What in the world? 4 Wargate for 1 Ensnaring Bridge. I don't understand. You can't bring to light for bridge. This is so weird. And they immediately top deck Escape Shift. Or maybe they had it last turn. How's their mounting count even? Kind of low. They sack 2 mountains. 3 Stomping Ground, 1 Steam Vents, 1 mountain. Yeah, looks like they have enough actually. Now that they have the triumphs make up for it. Okay, that was a weird game. So let's bring in... Fulminator seems good on the play. It's maybe good on play and the draw. Grist seems good against them too. But what are we cutting? Yeah, I know you can Wargate for Ensnaring Bridge, but like Wargate, I don't know, it still seems pretty bad. I don't know if I want to, like, how many outs to Ensnaring Bridge I need or want. I should probably play like 2 Outland Liberator, I guess. I guess we need to cut like Satyr Wayfinder, Breya's Apprentice, Spellskite, just make some room. 4th Spyro is maybe cuttable, because we're going up so many 3-drops. This is 27 hits for Coco. We're gonna find Valakut or Omen. Yeah, I don't know, dude. This seems so mana intensive. Maybe it's good. Cut Wrenn and Six. I don't think you. I think you're supposed to like treat Wrenn and Six like it's a land. I think I want to keep it in the deck. You could cut it. Vigor for their Omen effects. We have Outland Liberator, which I think I want over Vigor to keep my Coco hit ratio good. Spellskite seems decent, making Valakut deal 2, so 3. I mean, you're going to die most of the time anyways. This mana base is really painful. Spellskite has historically not been very good against Scapeshift. At least in all my experience playing Spellskite. 1 Beseiju and sideboard, maybe? I mean, you could play a Beseiju. I think it's probably weaker than a Force of Vigor, though, or a Fulminator. I guess we keep this. You know, just 1 Greasefang away from comboing, and we have a Grist. Doesn't seem on turn 2 on the play. Doesn't seem too bad. I did cut my Breya's Apprentice, though, so I don't have the anything to tutor for value. Just pure combo card this game. Ooh. I think I'm supposed to Grist instead of Fulminator here as like a small hedge against Wrenn and Six. I think the Fulminator will still be good if we wait for a next turn too. Would Rexage be worse than Liberator? I think the presence of Unearth makes Liberator better than Rexage, but I think it's like somewhat close. But that was my my thought process. Oh, it's also so weird that they're a Scapeshift deck that's using Utopia Sprawl for ramp. It's like it's not definitely bad, but like almost always in Scapeshift decks, you don't want Utopia Sprawl for ramp. You want ramp effects that put lands into play, and you're also playing a Boreal Grazer, so and Dryad. So like just having Utopia Sprawl is so weird. Sprawl is also like a really good card, so you know I'm not just like saying it's bad, but it's just that's having a lot of interesting deck building decisions. It's bold. I'll say it's bold. The bad and the bold. I don't think Scapeshift is the main idea. Yeah. I mean, I understand that, but it is also just like definitely true that it is their main win condition, and like in a deck with Scapeshift, to Boreal Grazer, Dryad, it is not very common to see Utopia Sprawl. Where'd the idea for this deck come from? I've had it for a long time. Just like collecting company into Goblin Engineer, Greasefang is really powerful, and I've just been stuck on this deck idea for a long time, and I eventually I think figured out a good build for it. 80 cards, by the way, huh? 80 cards, by the way. I think I'm just gonna plus the Grist first. I should probably just engineer Parhelion into the yard. Give myself the chance to rip a Greasefang or a Coco. Can't we put some cottages in here to guarantee 1 hit? Just putting some cottages here in this 4-color deck is maybe a little bit harder than it looks. Fulminator land with the Sprawl? Oh no, I didn't Fulminator Mage the basic land. Yeah, you can't hit basics with Fulminator Mage. Okay, so probably getting a Valky. Maybe gets an Omnath. Unmoored Ego. Okay. So no Greasefang this game. But this was also their whole turn. It's also their whole turn. Although I mean, my deck is obviously like very neutered though. They've already activated their Wrenn, right? Oh no, they haven't. So they're gonna maybe ping my bird, maybe plus. If they plus, I'm definitely gonna minus and kill with the Grist. Are we ready for the Nib to Light player? They're not Nib to Light. They're like Scape Shift to Light with Wargate and Snaring Bridge, which is fine to fine to root for. Thoughts on running Madcap Experience deck by cutting Spellskite and Breyas? I mean, you also so you want a Madcap for Parhelion? You just, I mean, you lose like you just die half the time. That card does not just put the artifact into play. Would any dredge cards be good in a deck like this? I don't think so. No. A little bit lost in the sauce. Yeah. Also, this just like this still needs something to career. That's true. Would Fiend Artisan be good? Fiend Artisan may be good. I don't know how you would fit it because, like, in theory, like, you'd be wanting to play it over like the Satyr Wayfinders, but like I also think you would kind of need to keep the Satyr Wayfinders in the deck. This is definitely a list where Fiend what is it called? Well, it would be really big. It would be really big, which is definitely what you need it to be. And then also like having the tutor effect is nice. I don't know how you would fit it in though. Feels like maybe it's just like one like one card outside the deck, if that makes sense. So we got 5 cards in our graveyard, 5 creatures in our graveyard. I think that this Grist is going to be a big part of our game plan here. Ultimating and dealing a lot of damage. Obviously need my opponent also to be a little bit lighter on action here. Top deck some Cocos or something. Yorion in the hand, always the best case scenario in these kind of spots. Unfortunately. Unearth. So it's plus first. Maybe mill over Seasoned Pyromancer. So we can unearth Fulminator Mage, kill their Rogren Triumph. That would probably be fine. Let me cycle this first. Oh, we have a Parhelion. What if we hardcast this game? That'd be pretty fun. Is there any world where Eldarmer's Call is better than Coco in this deck concept? I don't think so. Just like, again, the fact that this deck can Coco into a 2-card combo is like at least my main idea for playing it in the first place. Like, this deck could just Coco into Greasefang Goblin Engineer and immediately, having no board state, be able to Parhelion Greasefang your opponent. I think that that's really, really powerful, and is like kind of like the main idea here. And then you're also a good Unearth deck, and like Unearth is good in these collecting company decks anyways, and having like these extra graveyard synergies with Greasefang Parhelion is really nice. So I cited out my Breya's Apprentice. I guess it wouldn't even be like that relevant here though. Just get that in the yard. Kill the Yorion. Get in for 1. They just flicker nothing. I mean, they didn't really have anything to flicker, right? I guess they could have moved the Sprawl over. No, they would have to have fetched. Okay, Dryad. Probably have to kill that so they can't kill me with a Bring to Light Scape Shift. Then kill a Triumph again. This Grist is put in some work though. Would Witch's Cottage be good instead of Coco? I mean, you can't play Witch's Cottage in your 4-color deck. It would be good if it just like had no opportunity cost to deck build, but you can't build this deck to realistically support Witch's Cottage. Okay, so they're Valking me, unfortunately. Can this kill Planeswalkers? Artifact or creature? Hit Wargate, Outland Liberator. The Wargate's kind of scary. What a weird matchup. So far with this new brew, we played against Mill and then this deck. Yeah, 3 Fulminator Mage misclicks. Oh no, I forgot to hit the basic again. Ooh. Okay. So I can kill the Tybalt now. They found War Gates. So they can War Gate for Bridge, which is maybe not the end of the game. Could they bring Golgari Coco Witch's Cottage deck? Yeah, I was kind of working on like exactly that recently. I was playtesting it. It didn't feel very good, but maybe there's some more room for it. So I was working on like a version also with like Witch's Cottage, Elvish Reclaimer, Titania, Tube of Arami to like activate Titania, but that's just I found it's like so mana intensive. Hold on. Oh, you know what? I think I just copied Gen Coco. Yeah, I didn't rename it, but yeah, I put this together. Maybe I don't know. There's maybe still something here, but this was exactly that. It was kind of medium. Although I did really like Eternal Witness. Eternal Witness, like in the Unearth Coco shell, was pretty interesting. Kind of far away from a Grist Ultimate. Dude, my opponent is playing so slowly. No, Wargate doesn't cheat into Tybalt into play. Outland Liberator from my deck. Grazer. Yeah, Asmo's too restrictive. You can basically never play Asmo in a Coco deck like this. It's also playing Parhelion. There's just like not enough room. Maybe I was supposed to shock here. Actually, I was definitely supposed to shock. There's so many 3s. Okay, no more artifacts to tutor. They also unmoored egoed my Greasefangs, by the way. That being said, I have 10 creature cards in the graveyard. Oh, I milled over my other Grist. Okay, that's interesting. These are my last Grist though, and I have no Unearths left in the deck. I do have 1 Can't Stay Away, but if they can deal with this Grist, then I'm gonna lose. How often do I restart Magic Online? I mean, not that often. I have a really nice PC, so it is able to handle the 25-year-old client. Any way to get more value out of Engineer? Yeah, so we have Breya's Apprentice and Spellskite in the main deck for other Engineer targets, which I think are pretty good. Okay, they tutored up, or they iteration into Ensnaring Bridge. I think that these are pretty good, but I sided them out in this game, and then now that we've because I thought this game was going to be one where you like have to be all in on the combo, and my opponent has a more ego of my Greasefangs. But like specifically, the Breya's Apprentice is like a good way to like have a value card to like put in the yard and on Earth. Unlikely to be able to activate to get it back though. Dude, we are spyroing, although we really just need to survive to ultimate the Grist. Yeah, I think we're supposed to be using Can't Stay Away on their lands here to not die to Scape Shifts. Love that I finally have registered a Can't Stay Away of Modern. I think just 1 is correct here. Yeah, it can get back Grist. But I currently have... Oh no, I just lost a creature in the graveyard. Wrenn and Six is really interesting. What a weird game. So I think Can't Stay Away, another Fulminator Mage is going to be correct here to again Hadrigan Scape Shift. And the next turn, I'm going to Ultimate Grist, and I'll have 9 damage from that. Or actually, I can't Ultimate Grist, I'll have 9 damage from it. I also have 1 more Outland Liberator in the deck to draw into. Okay. Bouncing Seasoned Pyromancer. Why would you ever bounce Seasoned Pyromancer here, actually? What the hell? Wait, they're not going to pass with a card in their hand, are they? the mill strats, I mean, they're just gonna die, right? They're literally dead to this ultimate. Alright, they got 4 minutes on the clock. Yeah, I think classic, like, I have no time on my clock, I'm just gonna punt. These Fulminators seem a lot worse than the draw. I mean, they're still a Scapeshift deck. I think seeing that they brought in MTGO, I'll cut a Parhelion, bring in a Breya's Apprentice. Maybe it's just another Spyro. Maybe I still just want to be all in on the combo. Seems fine. Why no Ewit? I mean, this is like also like classic collected company deck question where like the deck is very overloaded on 3-mana spells already. You should just a 3-mana spell. Ewit would be fine, but like I think that Seasoned Pyromancer, Grist, the one of Breya's Apprentice is a tutor target, and Seasoned Pyromancer, Grist, Breya's Apprentice, Grist are like the best 3-drops, and I think you lose equity when you play a different one. I guess I'm going to put back the Spyro here. You know what I mean? It's just like, Eternal Witness is like the next best 3-drop, and Fiend's Artisan, whatever that card's called, is like the next best 2-drop, but there's just like not really room, you know? Okay. Yeah, I'm ready to get Rend again. Ship a land. I think against the Wrenn and Six deck, you can like really never ship a land here. Are we on 0 wins on the day? I think so. I mean, we've only played a handful of matches, though. Games have been just going really long. But we're trying to get the first one here. Skips their first main phase. Alright, well, when your opponent misses their land drop, this is when you fulminate them again. Let's go. Just in love with the Coco lately. Probably overthinking a little bit. Oh no, I would have loved to keep this Unearth in the hand though. We'll be okay, I guess. Army and 4 mana, 8 power. So that's fine. Okay, on the scoreboard. I really didn't think we were gonna win that game too. Probably shouldn't have. Okay, cool curve. Guess we're gonna go Verdant Catacombs for Temple Garden. Okay, up against Titan. So glad to have what is likely to be a faster hand. I think I'm gonna prioritize thinning my library a little bit here. So we're gonna be hoping to next turn collect a company into Goblin Engineer, draw Goblin Engineer, or we can also hit Satyr Wayfinder, mill over a Parhelion. A lot of good hits next turn. And we have 4 Fulminators on the side, and the Unearth Coco deck against Titan, which is also good. So missed on our first draw for the turn, which is fine. Got some more looks. There we go. This is Amulet Titan. I don't think I'm going to need my other Greasefangs. Oh, I can even attack with my Greasefang this turn. That's something you always see. No! Oh, actually, this is fine. Never mind. Oh, no, anyways. Just get that back next turn. Okay. They have another Besage. Yeah, if you attack with just Parhelion, it does get exalted. So I think the number of Hierarchs and birds is weird because of that. But this is what we have at the moment. Okay, so we want Liberators, we want Fulminators, we want Force of Vigors. I think we can cut our cute Goblin Engineer package pretty easily. You can probably cut the Satyr Wayfinders in this matchup. I think we can maybe cut like one company, maybe one Parhelion, 2 Spyro, 1 Spyro. I think like you want like 2 Grist against them usually. So this is 26 hits for 3 collected companies. That's usually fine. This seems fine. Cut the Wrenn. I'm treating the Wrenn like a land. You could cut the Wrenn. You could play like a Satyr Wayfinder over a Wrenn. I'm actually going to do that. You've convinced me. Warning Turtle Power. Opponent will put Endurance, maybe cut Engineer. I mean, we're a Greasefang combo deck. I think that you just keep in the combo. If they have Endurance, they have Endurance, and you just keep playing. And the combo is also, like, I think, a really important part of this matchup. Cola, 2 months, going to SCG Baltimore? No, I don't think you'll see me traveling to any SCGs anytime soon. I'll play the local ones, but I'm extremely unlikely to travel more than, like, 3-hour drive for an SCG Open. Can you talk about Outland Liberator's Disenchant as a stick as opposed to other options? I can. It's better. I think it's better than Rexage because it works better with Unearth in this deck. I don't think it's like that much deeper really. Am I going to Magic 30? Me and us were planning on going to the Magic 30th. Apparently it's like 300 something per person or something like that, and maybe I'm just buy a ticket for the Magic stuff, but then like she can't even like come into the convention center and like hang out, which I think is really dumb. Assuming I understand it right, like you need like a badge to just get into the convention center, which I think is so much worse than like all the other Magic Fests where you just can come in, hang out, and then pay for stuff as is. And so like I need to we're gonna look into it some more. I really want to go, but and like some of my other friends like really want to go too, so like we might still go, but I haven't talked about it with them or her really yet. It's 160 for the weekend pass per person. Yeah, okay, so like, but what's the VIP is 350? Okay, I guess I just saw people on Twitter saying it was 350 for a ticket. So we'll see. I'll just, I don't know yet. I'm not made of money. I'm made of carbon and water and iron. I think I'm just gonna kill the amulet here. Incentivize them to just go bounce land, and I get to fulminate hopefully. Money's also made of carbon. Then buy the transitive property. Maybe I am made out of money, huh? Okay. It's fine, I think. I don't think I need to prioritize killing one of their lands this turn. Let me just get some freaking mana into play that can like double Fulminator Mage next turn if I need to. I can also maybe draw one of my Parhelion, Spyro, Greasefang or something. All 3 hierarchs this game. The monitor room for 150 is crazy high. I didn't know it was that much. Yeah, I'll look into it. I don't know. This might not be a tournament for me. I also kind of want to play some of the EDH stuff in Magic 30. I want to have my Bergy deck by then and have some fun. Although I need to talk to some people about what's when you go to like a Magic Fest EDH thing. You're not supposed to win. You're supposed to like lose all your games and just have fun while other players win. That's the vibe, right? Like you go to the pod and you're just supposed to sit there and like just have a good time while everybody else wins. That's the that's the vibe that I get, which is fine. That's what I do. Yeah, I think that that's like the only culturally acceptable way to play EDH. Is just like, chill while your opponents win. Anything else is bad manners. Yeah, just send them back to Stone Ages. I mean, whatever. I'm just chilling. That you just say my deck is a 7, then stomp them. Yeah, that's a good strat, I think. Whatever a 7 means. It's never attacking this game, I guess. Ooh boy, there it is. When every deck is a 7, no deck is. Sea Monster. Oh, dude, I can bring the Sea Monsters deck. Just turn 7. Power out a Polar Kraken. Power out a Yokel Mordor. A Thing from the Deep. That would be fun. I would do that. I think you're supposed to set up a way and quietly not go for it so other people can play. Yeah. Just a weird dynamic. I don't know. Mono Blue really? See each player shaking my head. Yeah, well, maybe you should have packed some removal for my Polar Kraken. What can I say? Oh, no, I need to buy another one. I lost the Polar Kraken in the move. Yeah, maybe you should have packed a Doomblade for my Polar Kraken, alright? For my Kraken Hatchling, maybe you should be playing some removal, okay? Before you complain. Okay, opponent's chilling. They're chilling. Probably have a complicated turn. Tank. Forest, go. I am an Amulet Titan player. Maybe they have Endurance, I don't know. Forest, go. Okay, somehow we're 2-0. This hand needs to find a Greasefang. What's kind of nice is like Satyr Wayfinder, if we mill over a Greasefang, means that we are drawing to Unearth, so I think you're supposed to keep hands like this, although I am like definitely still trying to figure out exactly what like your range of keepable hands is. Okay, is this Amulet again? Affinity. Okay, we got a lot of sideboard cards for Affinity. Could be Hammer Time too. So more likely to be Hammer Time now. Very interesting turn 1. Yeah, so I think we Wayfinder this turn. Oh, we milled over Breya's Apprentice. A disaster, huh? But now if we draw a Greasefang, we can go Goblin Engineer plus Greasefang. Second Saga, so I think they're likely just be on the token generation plan here. Another Wayfinder, not super ideal to be honest. Got some chump blockers though. Probably should have played my Blood Crypt tapped actually. What if they have main deck Relic? Oh wait, hold on. We're not that far away from Hardcast Parhelion, huh? Pretty sure the main event is absolute dog shit EV for anyone but the very best players. I mean, main event of tournaments always are. I don't know. I do think that if you're gonna go to the Vegas thing, like you just have to be okay treating it like this is my vacation. I'm not really advancing my Magic career here. I'm just hanging out, maybe playing a beta draft, enjoying Vegas. You know. Yeah. Basically, anytime you're traveling for a Magic tournament, it's like garbage estimated value. Like it used to be at the SCG Opens, like you would have to travel super frugally, like, you know, sharing a hotel, road tripping with somebody, eating on a budget, like the entire time, and then top 8 to break even. It was just like, you know, the EV for these things have always been so bad. I didn't mill over my Greasefang, unfortunately. I don't think Breya's Apprentice gets it done. Okay, we go to game 2. Yeah, the EVs and the experience, the fun, for sure. Some tournaments are better EV than others, of course. But... okay, so let's... I want to keep it in the Wrenn. You got 1 toughness creatures. I think, again, I'm going to be down on the... Like, I think that you keep these in like, the fair matchups. You keep these in against, like, Murktide, 4-color. But against the more linear matchups like this one, you probably just want to let him go. And then right now, we're on 26 hits for company, which is fine. I'm going to cut a Can't Stay Away. Maybe 4th company, 4th Wayfinder. 25. Oh, no, so this is 27 hits still. 27 hits. Could go to Parhelion. Just be more in on Engineer. We've got more artifact and enchantment destruction, so that could be fine. And then this is 26 hits, which is fine. Okay. Can anyone enter the event that ends the beta draft? I think so. I don't know. I will also say that like the Magic website is always just like for these tournaments. I don't think I'm just like dumb. I just think that these websites there's just so much text to scroll through. So much always. No, yeah, this is the first time I've ever played Breya's Apprentice, but I think in a deck that's playing exactly Goblin Engineer, Unearth Collected Company, and needs Goblin Engineer 2 targets besides Parhelion. Makes a lot of sense. Does Esther go with me to tournaments? She went with me to CFB Vegas last November, but I mean, we mostly just hung out in Vegas. Like, I didn't actually spend that much time playing Magic that weekend. And she's just kind of down to come again, and some of my other friends are thinking of going, and yeah, bringing their wives, and we'll see. Oh, Mickey, I missed your resub. When is Vegas? When and what is Vegas? Yeah, there's information. It's the 30th anniversary Magic tournament. It's, I think, in November, October this year. Yeah, October. It's end of October. And it is a top 8 of this modern tournament gets to participate in a beta draft, which is neato. Dude, they're good. They're doing a good job drawing their Paradise Mantle. I'm in. Hell yeah. We'll figure it out. I feel very incentivized to just pass and let this Outland Liberator flip. So let's do that. Although they're also really likely to just turn it back into... Yeah, they're too likely to just turn it back into night. Never mind. So I have double red. I can just get swamped pretty easy here. Play Engineer this turn. Why no attack? I guess we could have attacked. I'm going to block and sacrifice, though. Okay, let's just go ahead, I think now, kill the Sentinel. So if I draw land, I can just main phase Company. And if I miss, I can maybe unearth the Outland Liberator, force the Relic. I guess I don't want to do that, probably. Yeah. They only have one card in their hand. We'll just cast the other Liberator, I guess, and then have Force the Vigor up. If things go super wrong, Double Paladin's very scary. There's a really good chance that they pop their Relic, though. Don't pop the Relic. Nobody ever pops Relic, I guess. But now they're going to flip my Liberator for me, which is awesome. So I don't want to block. So I can flip the Liberator and just target the Relic. And then I think we just hold up Hardcast Forest, Hardcast Company. Fair enough. So I don't have another Parhelion in the deck. I trimmed one, so hitting another Engineer is not going to be a good hit. Okay, well, I'm glad I got the Force of Vigor. Don't love that these come stapled to draw 2 though. And then my Frenzied Trespasser? Trap Breaker is gonna flip back. Yeah, I'll just use the Force of Vigor this turn. And it's always nice to, in these kind of matchups where you have a lot of creatures to block, just like killing the Shadow Spear is huge. Killing the Shadow Spear is huge. Hopefully they don't have a 1 mana spell, but they don't. Okay, that's fine. 3 cards left in their hands. All Sigarda's Aids. Alright, just main phase this, I guess. Okay, so if we draw, so I guess we still can't Greasefang this turn, but the Spyro is a great hit to get that in the yard. And I guess we just attack with the Liberator, pass back. Having Liberator in play gives me some insulation from another hammer. I think they're probably supposed to hold the Springleaf Drum to, like, not flip the... Oh, sorry, they need to cast it this turn to not flip it. Never mind. Sorry. Obviously. And then this turn, I'm just going to flip the Liberator, I think. I guess I'll attack with the Spyro, too. Land for turn. Weird game. Could cycle the Unearth. I think I'm gonna hold it for now. And I don't know what we're targeting. Maybe the Ornithopter. Maybe just try to kill the Sigarda's Aids over 2 turns. Could have Hardcast Parhelion. I mean, you could have. You just always discard Parhelion there. What can I say? So this is my first spell of the turn, right? Yeah, so I'll just, not cast another thing so I don't flip the Trespasser. I guess I'm killing the Paradise Mantle. If they want to double block, that's fine. Don't think they really ever can here. A weird game. I don't think I've ever seen a single Outland Liberator put in this much work, but it's maybe we never had to before this. We've just, drawn so much, so many lands. Kill the Midnight so they can't double block with a Paladin and Ink Moth. Any Scullers? Oh, dude, I was thinking about Sculler last night. Sculler's cool because it's an artifact for Engineer, and it's bad because that card's so awful. But maybe you could play it over Satyr Wayfinder, but then you... Oh, sorry, I meant to play the Liberator. Dang it. Just Liberator, so don't flip this. I guess I'm holding. Yeah, the problem is that card is so bad. Okay. But maybe it's just crazy enough to work, huh? Yeah, Skull or Cocoa Draw Step. Chef's kiss. Also, like Orzhov on like on 2 mana is like way harder than on turn 3. What Sword of the Meek? I mean this deck has, I guess has some ones. Yeah, Spyro, Wayfinder, Grist. Probably still not good enough though. Okay, I have to mulligan this, I think. We have a force against Hammer Time, but no green card and like a pretty bad hand. Okay, so it's turn 3 Greasefang, so easy keep. And then, yeah, I think we just keep these. Yikes. Opponent might have cited out their Colossus Hammers. But Sin Collector, I think we got too many 3s for Sin Collector. I guess if they have 1 hammer, we can go next turn Engineered Shump Block. And then Greasefang, hit them for 13, have Angels as blockers. Damn it. Curse you, Relic of Progenitus. Okay, so I think we have to fetch here. So that if when they tap their relic, they don't get to exile the Parhelion, and we make them exile the Parhelion with the Greasefang trigger next turn. And then lose, I guess. I don't know. Can maybe draw Force of Negation. Force of Vigor, sorry. Greasefang, I choose you. I mean, we can still just draw Force of Vigor and be in the game. Make them pop the relic. Have a chump blocker. We have some copium. Okay. Dead, sad. Fall to a embarrassing 2-1. Now look at this. What we have? We have Greasefang, Engineer, and 2 mana. Yeah, I think you could really never mulligan this hand, unfortunately. It's obviously very risky, but just this hand just needs to draw 1 land in the top 2 to Greasefang Parhelion. We're already on the mull to 6. Maybe you could mull this on 7, but I think it's a keep. Think it's a keep. Ooh, the mirror. Probably Yawgmoth. So okay, any land besides Garden next turn lets me throw a Parhelion at my opponent, which is pretty good against Yawgmoth. Alright, guys, attack me for 4. Ripping the land, ripping the land, ripping the land, manifesting it. Let's go. Let's go. Deck was good all along, actually. Mountain for Seasoned Pyromancer. We even get to Exalted. So we're respecting them for 14. So it's always good to put a lot of pressure on the Yawgmoth opponent player's life total. Always good to put flyers into play. Oh, in before Endurance. That'd be brutal. Yeah, Parhelion is legitimately Hogak. Can we die here? I mean, it's so tough. They can go Eldritch Evolution down to 3, Yawgmoth, start the Undying Loop, play a land, but then they can't even, they can court for 1. They can court for 1 and not 2 for Blood Artist. It's going to be really tough to win here from here for them. And we could Parhelion them again next turn. Yeah, this matchup definitely feels like it's all about the combo. Although it probably gets way worse post-board once they have more endurances. If they have Essence Word, I think they can do it. Yeah, I mean, Essence Word is really uncommon, though. But yeah, technically. And they just can't draw that many cards either because they're at life total so low. Endurance is not very good against Yawgmoth. I think I might play like one Grist over the Apprentice. Again, you just don't really want this card in the combo matchups, and that's all we're playing against, really. Love to transform the sideboard into Jund Scam. I mean, you don't even have enough room in the sideboard, maybe? I don't know. The scam cards with company are a bit loose for a transformative sideboard plan here. Yeah, I think I figured out the electrical issues. I hired an electrician after not being able to figure it out myself, and he said that there was a frayed wire. And so hopefully he's right, and it's just going to be fine. We'll see. He kind of did that thing. I'm probably reading too much into it, but like when he said I had a frayed wire, he kind of looked at me like he wanted to see if I believed him. I don't know. He kind of like failed my insight check. I could be, my read could be wrong, but you ever like you just ever have someone tell you something and then they look at you like they're checking to see if you believe them. That was the vibe I got. Yeah, failed the vibe check. Yeah, I'm probably wrong. Probably wrong. Although I say usually my radar for these kind of things is like historically has been like very dead on. I think I'm pretty good at reading people, but I could be wrong. And I will say this: he came. He came. He turned my electricity on. It works now. I gave him money for the service he provided. It was fine. It was fun. I think I'm actually going to play Spellskite Bird here. Yeah, it could have very easily been just checking to see if I understand. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I had a broken thing. He came, he fixed it, he did it quickly. It was fine. I also suspect they didn't catch the frayed wire. Yeah, they didn't catch the AC not working either. It is what it is. There's always like a level of bullshit when it comes to buying a new house. When it comes to anything in life, there's just always, no matter what you do, there's a level of bullshit. And I think I'm currently pretty happy with the bullshit levels I've experienced so far in the home ownership process. Alright, they're yogging. Okay, you're paying him an outrageous amount of money for simple fix. Yeah, it was like $200 or something, which is like, yeah, definitely high for a simple fix, but you know, it is what it is. He's got the skills, I don't. What can I say? Yeah, it wasn't that bad. I mean, it was like whatever. Yeah, do you take deck techs, electrician? I would love for my opponent to kill this bird with the ooze. It looks like they're pretty seriously considering it. That would be so good for me. Yeah. Didn't think that they would. Man can dream. I think this bird will live too. I'm gonna believe. Why not play the Wayfinder and sack the Wayfinder instead? Because I'm gonna chump block the ooze with the Wayfinder. To keep my Grist around. We're gonna try to. Do you tip electricians in the US? I didn't tip them. I don't know. I didn't. Cancel me. He came in, he did like 20 minutes of work, I gave him $200 plus it was a little bit more than that. Did not tip him. I usually only tip, you know, waiters, bartenders, parole officers, crosswalk people, teachers, lawyers, doctors, streamers, but not usually electricians. Kind of just want to dump both of these. Tip teachers, yeah. Just kind of bribe them for a good grade. Probably gonna cycle this Unearth. Yeah, your magic judges. Yeah, every time the magic judge gives you a positive ruling, you just slip them a 20, you know. What can I say? The judge says Alpine Moon does only turns off Urza's Tower from tapping for 3 mana. Your power play and mine still tap for 2. Here's a 20, judge. Thank you for your service. Yeah, usually actually when I go to a restaurant and there's a section for a tip, I just like to write long explanations why employers should pay their workers a living wage, and I like tell this to your boss, seize the means of production for yourself. And they look at me with a big smile every time. They're always very happy to receive that message. I guess I could also save the Unearth to Unearth Grist. Let's see what happens. Ugh. Yeah, I guess I don't know. I don't think cycling's actually that relevant. Interesting card to bring in here. Don't want to cycle in response to the trigger. Okay, so we'll go Grist minus Seasoned Pyromancer, target the ooze. I guess I shouldn't have played my land. Okay, they messed up anyways. Interesting game for sure. I don't have my Parhelion in the yard anymore, unfortunately. So Greasefang is not a super good top deck, but you know, one nice thing about this deck is like you just always have that potential to top deck Coco into Greasefang, Goblin Engineer. Although I guess we only have 2 engineers left in the deck, huh? Chord for Yawgmoth? Would I make any Legacy Reanimator card modern legal? I really like that card that's like your opponent gains 4 life, destroy all enchantments. Or artifacts, enchantments, whatever that card does. I like the 2 mana. When you untap with it, it destroys all artifacts, enchantments. I don't know if I would make them legal, but those cards are cool. I would also make Dark Ritual, Reanimate, Entomb, Exhume, Faithful Suiting, Badlands legal. But besides that, not too much from the Legacy Reanimator deck. Just Dark Ritual, Entomb, Exhume, Reanimate, and Badlands, and Massacre. Yeah. Yeah, not Unmask. I'm not gonna make Unmask legal. Are you guys crazy? Grief and Unmask in the same format? What if you ephemerate your Unmask? On the play against Yawgmoth, I think I'm going to mulligan for a faster hand. Okay. What's good about a hand like this that just like needs to draw land is that we have a Satyr Wayfinder. We could also Wrenn and Six on turn 2 and kill a Mana Dork if they have it. Stitch Together is a really cool card. I actually kind of agree that one would be sick. All right, Wrenn and Six, do your job. Do your job, Wrenn. Kill that Hierarch. Then I guess die to a String Root guys probably. Nope. All right, let's Wayfinder this turn. Wayfind a land. Do find a land. Not sure how low Threshold this mechanic is. I think it's liked, at least. I like the mechanic. But I'm just a handsome hero, what can I say? Just a handsome hero with only based opinions. So the endurance and my endurance in response to this. Then I get to engineer Parhelion into the yard. Worked out pretty well, I think, all things considered. Second endurance would be less than ideal, though. The attack with both, I'll double block the Young Wolf. Blood Artist, okay. Essence Warden, 2 cards in hand. Okay, so I think to play around my opponent endurancing, I'm just going to ping the Blood Artist first. So that if they do have Blood Artist, I'm going to take 1 less damage from the Evoke trigger. And it does not seem like they have it, though. They get to gain some life off of these triggers, which is fine, I guess. Taking a lot of damage. Down to 9. I think I will play the Satyr Wayfinder. Could probably make a good argument for not wanting to gain them the life. Don't even find a land here. Still feeling very good. We have Seasoned Pyromancer, discard the Parhelion next turn. Do we have a prediction going already? I think we do. Oh, no, we don't. Okay. So I guess we can get a 4-1 prediction going if we win this game. Okay. Play this first, I guess. Plays around Besage. I guess they already have 1 in play, though. Not crazy for them to play 2. This Essence Warden has gained them a ton of life, though. Alright, you got another Endurance. Looks like they do. Court of Calling for another Endurance, though. Okay, so I think I'm just going to sit with the team now. Hope these Flyers get the job done. Oh, Court for 2 on accident? Oh, they're getting Ooze. They're getting Ooze. Okay, okay, not on accident. Interesting. Okay, so we'll just attack for 12 then. They don't really have a good block. One card in their hand. They're considering a chump block on the Greasefang. If they do, they still take 8. They go down to 7. And they would have to gain 2 life on their turn to not die. Or play a Birds of Paradise. Alternatively, the Scavenging is representing a lot of life gain for them, but it's very mana intensive. I think I agree with the decision not to block, but I don't know what their last card in hand is. If it's Yawgmoth, maybe it's an easy block. They have Endurance to block as well. Oh yeah, this turn they do. Good point. Eldritch Evolution away the Ignoble Hierarch. For Endurance? For Grist. Pluses. Currently dead on... No, not dead on board, because they get to gain 2 life off the Ooze. Although, what happens if I Alpha Strike? I guess they just take 1 extra damage, they go to 1. Drew a brick for turn. Right, if I attack with all the ground creatures, my opponent blocks Endurance on an Angel, takes 4. Yeah, but then I get to kill their 1/1s. I guess I'm sitting in with everybody. Do you ever attack Grist? No, you never attack Grist here, especially with the Spellskite in play. Yeah, 20 land deck. we were playing the Satyr Wayfinders though. Although we bricked on a Wayfinder this game. Also, maybe I miscounted and we just have lethal somehow. Oh, I did actually miscount. This is actually lethal. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking I just had 1 less 1/1 in play. Okay, opponent I think probably knows they're dead and they're just going through the motions here out of Tribute to Reduke. -1? I guess they just exiled. Not a creature, I guess. Yeah, I heard to mulligan this hand. So let's not. Do you feel like my Bantless is tournament ready like a PTQ? I mean, definitely. My win rate with the deck is insanely high, higher than any other deck I've played, maybe ever, to be honest. Yeah. So, yes. I would play it at a PPTQ. Okay, so we're playing against the deck I always call Glimpse. No, I always call Creativity, but it's Glimpse instead. I always get the two deck names mixed up. Yeah, we were pretty light on Cascade Hate. Unfortunately for us. That being said, if we hit really well with our Satyr Wayfinder, we'd actually theoretically Parhelion on turn 2 if we mill over Greasefang and Parhelion next turn. Maybe a high roll like that is good, but also maybe just like Wrenn and Six. Wrenn and Six kill a token next turn, maybe get a land. Just to slow my opponent down is better. It's close. Which, like, stopping them from having like 5 permanents on their Cascade turn is, I think, a pretty important number. Yeah, the Soul Hoarder Bant list. It's just the win rate has been crazy good. Just it's felt like it has very few weaknesses. Just a good deck. Okay, Risen Reef into the Wrenn and Six. So it probably has Fury. Has nothing. Love to see that. Love to see that. Yeah, so I don't think we need to go for like the super high upside play that I was describing earlier. I think I'm going to discard Grist for sure. Grist, Satyr Wayfinder. Ooh, mill over a Greasefang. I really wanted to draw that one next turn, unfortunately. And now I don't have the Unearth anymore. It's okay. Still, I think, doing alright. So they maybe have Violent Outburst. Okay, Violent Outburst, 6 permanents. We'll see. We'll see what the damage is. Okay, 2 Omnaths. Oh, 2 Omnaths with bunch of triggers. So I'm actually taking 8. My opponent gains 8. They make 8 mana. They kill both my Planeswalkers. Draw 2 cards. Make 2 tokens. It's very few weaknesses of people playing Soul Hoarder and Torpor Orb. I simply wouldn't register the deck. I mean, I am so sick of Torpor Orb. Do you guys ever play against Torpor Orb? It's just like... I just don't understand. People just don't play it. It has few weaknesses because people don't play Torpor Orb. I'm losing my mind, chat. I'm losing my mind. At least on Magic Online, people just don't play the card. It's just not a concern, really. Golly. Yeah, Omnath is the worst. I'm still sick of the card, too. Like, Hammer Time sometimes plays 1 Hushbringer in the sideboard, and sometimes, like, Tron has a Torpor Orb to Karn for, but by the time they're Karning for stuff, you know, you're likely losing anyways. Been playing Modern for 8 years, have hundreds of trophies, never seen Torpor Orb. I know, it's just so uncommon. Hardcast Chancellor. I mean, we draw Unearth or Greasefang or Coco. Still in it, kinda. Copium. Maybe, actually, probably still dead, right? Is this every turn? Is this an Enter the Battlefield effect or beginning of combat? Enters the battlefield, okay. Wait, they have another Omnath trigger? Wait, that's gotta be a bug. How do they have another Omnath trigger here? This one has already triggered multiple times. How did they gain... Oh no, sorry, the trigger goes in the stack, but nothing happens. Never mind, sorry. I just got confused. Okay, so even if they have another fetch land and deal me 4 with Omnath, we can chump a bunch and go to 1. And now next turn we do have Unearth for Greasefang. Sadly, 1 mana short of Parhelioning them this turn, though. Dead to Fury. Be a cool game to win. Does Greasefang save me? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I just need my opponent to be out of gas and we lose. Dude, Chancellor's good. Okay, so I think on the play, definitely like the Fulminator Mage game plan. You know, we've kind of cut like these cards in every single game so far, but it is also true, like we've almost exclusively played against combo decks so far. No Murktide, no control to be seen. Is there a cyber guide for the new Band of Favorite list on the Discord? There has not been a cyber guide on the Discord for over a year now. All the cyber guides are on Channel Fireball, but there is one on Channel Fireball with a CFB Pro subscription. No, I think Force of Vigor is not very good in the matchup. How was the Queen's game? It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I would give the Queen's Gambit like a 7 or 8 out of 10, which is pretty good. So maybe the piliest pile you built in a while. I guess I don't know exactly what you mean by that, but I'm having a good time. How was Arcane? Arcane was great. Arcane was like a 10 out of 10. I don't give a 10 out very lightly. As someone who's never played League of Legends, Arcane was just like a 10 out of 10. It was awesome. Any current TV shows I can recommend? I'm not really watching very much at the moment. I don't know. I started watching... I mean, that's just sort of rewatching Malcolm in the Middle. Not super current. Okay, let's keep this. I think I'm gonna put back the Seasoned Pyromancer. Maybe hope to mill over a Goblin Engineer to Unearth. Interesting draw. So I can Hierarch to try to draw a land for company next turn. And if I miss, I can go Satyr Wayfinder on Earth, maybe. I think that makes sense. If Magic would be a League streamer or a Hot Tub streamer, do I have to pick between one of those two? Because I would probably just be like a Walmart streamer where I have delusions that I still have an audience and just, you know, bagging groceries at Walmart. Okay, so if I mill over Engineer and hit a land, we can Greasefang next turn. I did mill over the Engineer. Oh, I can just Unearth this turn. Never mind. We're good. We're good. Hopefully you don't get Endurance, I guess. I mean, it's also true, like, if my opponent could just, like, tank a Parhelion hit this game, potentially. White mana for an Elemental. Okay, just Risen Reef. It's always just Risen Reef. And they hit Colony Garden. That is, kind of crazy. Alright, Greasefang. Not sure. Oh, I don't have another... If I had another artifact in the yard, I could sack the Parhelion here, but I don't. Let's see what happens. Oh, whoops. Two green elemental mana for Wave Sifter. Ugh. Gross. Oh, they stacked their triggers wrong though. If they have a Cascade, or if they have Charlotte's Agent, this is fine. If they had Violent Outburst, they could have done it in response to the trigger. It looks like they just have Agent. Agent with 1,000,000 permanents. Gonna be rough. Yeah, Glimpse is playable in paper, dude. They bricked really hard. Okay. Yeah, but Glimpse is playable in paper. It's like a little weird, but it is playable. So I'm gonna kill my Greasefang, kill my Satyr Wayfinder. I have 2 Greasefangs in the yard, so you know we're not just like winning next turn necessarily, but it's hard to ask for them to have Glimpse into worse cards than this. Why didn't the Engineer and Wayfinder serve? I guess they should have, huh? If they have another Cascade spell, though, they probably win. Yeah, I'll shuffle in a turn to shuffle those Greasefangs back in. All right, 3-2, 3-2. Let's do one more. Get a league prediction too. I think the Living End matchup is probably pretty good because you have like Satyr Wayfinder, you have a lot of self-mill. The Rhinos matchup I played yesterday, and Parhelion is bigger than Rhinos. That one doesn't seem that good though. Hopefully we play against some non-combo decks though. We played against like literally 5 combo decks in a row. If you consider Hammer Time combo, which I think you aggro combo at least. I know this deck, it seems to have the paradigm.